Hey, it's Mr. Johns. Welcome back to Sketchup for 3D design. When we left off in our last tutorial, we had just finished the fence. And if you remember, I was overlapping some fence sections, and I wasn't really happy with it. You don't have to do this, but you notice that I've cleaned it up now. Let me click off of. Here we go. So what I did is I went back to this first section, and I removed well, it's a group right now, but let's explode it. I removed this picket and the picket on top of the other 2x4 and copied and pasted that multiple times, and then went back and put that fence picket in. What was happening is they were overlapping. So because you can only have one post every 8 feet, I was overlapping and having more than one fence picket in one spot. It looked terrible, so I fixed it. Just wanted to share that. That's not a big deal, but just wanted to share it. Also, we want to make this lot 150 feet long. We know it's 60 feet wide already, and so we need to find out how long it is. And quickest way to do that is the dimension line tool, the one with the 3 on it. Click on the corner of the grass, not the fence, if you're off a little bit like I am, and go to the very, very end and click, and you'll see I am 131 something feet. And you may have heard me use the term precision measurement. And like the reason you do that is you can force it to be what you want it to be, and I'll show you why that's important. Like right now, I want this to be 150 feet long. To do that, I can click the Move tool and then click on just the line, nothing else, just this line, and I'm going to drag and try to get it right on 150 feet. And honestly, if I get lucky and it hits it, I'm good. But you can see, I also have to keep it on the green line over there. So you can see I went over. So I'm going to go back to 150 and 10 inches and 1/8. And 159, I'm 9 inches off. And no, 154, 150 and 2 and 1, and then 149. I am trying, by the way. 150 and 1/4. I'm really close. I'm 1.25 inches off. But nope, has to be 150 feet. So how do you do that? Well, I would recommend we just push this back a ways. And then I would grab a pencil tool, make sure that we're on the right. Sometimes you have to zoom in, make sure you're on the right spot. So click, pull out, let go, type in 150, apostrophe, enter, and then zoom out. I am now going to have a line that is 150 feet. So I could continue drawing. I mean, that's probably a quick way to do it. I was going to do it a different way. Let me see if I can do it this way. There's multiple ways to do it, but I'm going to go back to the Move tool and move that line, and now it should go to the very, very end. It's not snapping, so I don't think that really helped me. No, that didn't help me at all. So let's undo. Let's undo that. I know this is 150, so I think I'm going to do it the way that I was thinking. I'm just going to draw some lines. That should pop up when I'm even. Come on. It should give me it's not. It's not telling me. Usually it gives me a line. So escape. Let's go straight across. Red. The problem is I don't really know where that endpoint is. Oh, okay, yeah. It gave me a dot, and I think that is lined up on the green, and then just draw a line. So there we go. Now I know that, excuse me, is 150 feet, and I can then make sure you're careful here and highlight just that line, hit the delete key, bing, 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 and let's delete this and remeasure it. Your grade is based on, partially on, that you have the correct lot size. That's hugely important. So let's go ahead and measure dot to dot 150 even. I'm going to leave that dimension line there temporarily. Okay. The other thing we want to accomplish now that we have that one section of fence done, I am tempted to do more fencing, but I don't want it to slow your Chromebook down, and it might a little. So I'm just going to leave that for now. We may add some additional fencing on the sides of our lot later on. So what we need now is a sidewalk. And so what I'd like to do is from here, make sure it's on the green axis, pull out, type in 3 feet. Let's do a 4 foot wide. 4 feet, enter, 4 apostrophe, enter. Doesn't look very wide, but it's a sidewalk. Bing, bing. Okay. And we're going to paint that a concrete color. So go to the paint bucket, and you're going to say, wait a minute, Mr. Johns, sidewalks have cracks in them. That's true. It's true. So we better add some cracks. So let's go, let's see if there's a fast and easy way to do this. Let's draw, I already have a line, don't I? Right. Let's see if I can highlight just that line. I can. Click the control key. That's the copy mode. And now if I hold down the left mouse button and drag, oh, come on. I wasn't quite on it, was I? Let's go. No, it's not liking it. It's not liking that end point. I don't know why. Okay. So let's look up distance between sidewalk cracks. Really, I am. All right, for sidewalks, they're spaced 5 to 6 foot intervals. So let's go and draw a line. Excuse me. I'm going to go right down the middle so I can see it. And I'm going to go 6 feet. Enter. That's big. Really? No, I don't like that. Let's go 5 feet. So 5 feet. 5 feet. Enter. That just still seems big, but that's what they say they are. So, and then we draw a line there and there. And then we can remove that line. So, is there a fast way? I'm sure there's a faster way. I tried it. I'm going to try it again. Click the control key. It doesn't seem to be letting me click control with that line. Maybe it has to be a shape and not a line, because it does not want me to copy that. Well, sometimes you just have to get busy and do it. So 5 feet, enter. Okay, we're going to draw a line and draw a line. I'm just going to go fast. 5 feet, enter. I'm going to draw a line and draw a line. So let's make sure everything's on the correct color axis here. So 5 feet. Yep. We're going to do it the old-fashioned way. Make sure it's 5 feet between cracks, 5 feet, and then draw a line. Draw a line. Bink. Okay. And it's going to look like they're getting closer together, but that's just perspective. But what's important is your lines stay on the green axis when you're going this way, and they stay on the red axis, 5 feet, enter, when you're going this way. If you want to change the view and get closer, shift mouse wheel, rotate, if that makes you feel better. Okay, drag, 5 feet, enter. I'm going to go up, and I'm going to go down. Almost there. 5 feet, enter. So again, this is, I'm sure, a case that I don't know, I don't know the shortcut, that there'd be a better way. The cool thing about SketchUp, honestly, is there's more than one way to do everything. And I have had students come up to me and tell me better ways to do things all the time, and I love it. Even when they say I was wrong or my way was way slower. That's awesome. I love it when my students do that. So now we need to go back, and I should be able to just use the eraser tool if I'm right on. Get rid of those middle lines. Come on now. There we go. It's not the eraser. It's the little white circle at the tip of the eraser. Bink and bink. Okay, now we're going to, so that looks more like a sidewalk. I think you would agree with me. We're going to go to the paint bucket. We are going to search, and we want to bring up, just a second. Let me think this through. We're going to bring up asphalt and concrete. The sidewalk should be a different color than the street, which we're doing next, by the way. These are all different shapes now, so I could have done it first. And then to the lines, it didn't matter. That's not that big of a deal. I'm going to make the sidewalk a light gray and then maybe a darker gray for the street. And so we would like to do a 20-foot wide street. So let's draw a line straight out. Type in 20 apostrophe enter. And then we're going to go straight over. Let's see, it's not going to give me an end point. So let's go out this way and also type in 20 feet, enter. And then we can just connect those dots right here. So, and it should be red. Make sure it is. It definitely should be. And so in this case, we have lots of choices here. Asphalt new, blacktop new, blacktop old. That might look cool. Or this one. That one's good. What's this other one called? Concrete aggregate smoke. So I think I'm just good with that. I want the sidewalk to stand out and just be a little bit different, which in this case it's quite a bit different, but that's okay. And then the problem is that sidewalk is absolutely flat. In fact, so is the grass. That's a problem. That's a problem too. And so is the street. So we really want to add some depth to everything, and I think we should do that now. So let's go ahead and click on the street. Click, pull up, let go. I'm going to type in, we just need a little bit of depth. Let's just type in 4 inches. Enter. Okay. Because that's 4 inches, the sidewalk should be taller. Click, pull up, let go. Let's type in 8 inches and see how that looks. It's going to be good. Now, yeah, should I have done that before the lines? Yep, should have. should have. But click, pull up. I can do this quickly. So 8 inches. Oh, can I select multiple shapes by holding down the control key and clicking? Then can I go to push pull? Oh, does it disappear when I do that? I cannot do that. And again, this is a case of I'm not expert. I'm not a full-time architect in this program. So I'm sure there's a way that somebody knows that I could have done that better, probably without doing the lines first. But I think, unfortunately, the way I did it, I'm just going to have to, just like I did the lines. It's a little frustrating, especially when I can't really think of a way to outsmart it and do more than one. Wait a minute. Yes, I do. What if I group them? Just these. And that. Oh, maybe that's what I should have done is right-clicked and grouped it. Make it a group, but can I push-pull it when it's a group? No, I can't. That doesn't work. Can I make it a component? Let's make it a component. Just call it sidewalk. Yeah, by the time I did all this, I'd be done, right? If I would have just kept going. Sidewalk component. Trying to learn. I'm trying to learn too. Push pull. No. Okay. Little turd. Explode it. All right. Old-fashioned way. Darn it. So I could have prevented all of that. Now. Oh, okay. Okay. Yep. Just by watching what I just did, I realized I don't have to type anything in. I can just push and it'll snap. It'll snap. Especially if I do that. Come on now. Go down. Go down. I'm going to move that right there. Okay. Unfortunately, I have to select it first. Then I have to pull it up. But this does prevent me from having to... Come on, go up. Type in 8 inches for everyone. I don't know. I'm not sure if it's any faster, but it looks like it lines up and it kind of snaps in place. That'll work. We'll be happy. Come on. Just stay there. Stay there. Now move there. I need to make sure I unclick. I don't want to be selecting that thing. We're almost there. 3 sections left. Honestly, I was happy doing 8 inches. Enter. That's the way I've always done it. So I'm just going to go ahead and push up, type in 8 inches, and it pretty much snaps to place anyway. It almost acts like it won't let it go any higher than that. There's like an offset. Yeah, there is. So cool. All right, we got it. Sidewalk, elevated, street, elevated. Problem is the grass is not elevated, and if we lift it up, that's going to make the gap under the fence. I mean, grass, it should have a little bit of depth to it. It really should. Here's what I'm thinking. Let's just give it a... let's go 2 inches. 2 inches, enter. Let's even do 1 inch. We just need a little bit of depth. Pull up 1 inch, enter. Okay. We just need just some depth. That's all. It's fine. However, oh man, but wouldn't the grass be the same height as the sidewalk? And 8 inches is a really high sidewalk. Well, that stinks because that changes a lot of things. Because you can't have that big of a gap over here. For sure. The grass should be even. The grass would be even with the sidewalk. It's not going to let me push it up. Oh, because the fence is in the way. Okay. Well, let's just look at the gap of the fence to see if that ruined anything, if that really matters. Let's go ahead and just look. So the grass is deep. The fence is in the grass. That's only 1 inch. Trying to undo. There we go. So that's back how we had it, which was the fence pickets are right on the ground. They're supposed to be up a little bit. They're lower than they should be already. So, man, here's what we're going to do. We are going to, if we're going to do it, we're going to do it right. We're going to highlight the fence. I think it was a group already, but if not, let's make it a group. And let's move it up, up, up. So, or just off. Doesn't matter. Just off to the side. Away. And then we're going to make this grass 1 inch tall. No, that's not true. Let's make that grass meet the sidewalk, which it just did. Okay. And that's going to look a lot nicer. The street drops down. Sidewalk touches the grass. Technically, the side of the grass would be dirt, not grass. So let's do that. Let's look for dirt. And I think there isn't dirt, but the closest thing I have found is sand. Ground cover sand smooth. I don't think they have dirt, but if we paint the side of that, at least we know it's not grass. I don't know if I like the color. So find a color you like. It's a little light for me. I think I'm going to go to the browns, and I'm going to do a dark brown. I like that better. Okay, so I'm going to paint the sides of the grass. There's also a side of the grass back here. Looks like my posts are funny now. The grass is funny because there was 2 of those that were in the grass, it looks like. All right. And then, so we have grass, sidewalk, and a street. And then we are going to simply, watch how I do this now. We're going to use the move tool. We're going to grab, we're going to ungroup it. I don't think we have to ungroup it. No, we don't have to ungroup it. We don't want to ungroup it. No. We want to go straight down from that corner into right where it was. If I can get, I think that's where it was. Right there. Yep. So basically I just lined up that corner to where it was, and it snapped back in place. I still don't love the fact that the fence pickets are touching the grass, but because you really do want a gap. But to make that gap, we'd have to raise the whole fence up, and the 4x4 posts would be too short. So I don't think we're going to mess with that. But if you know me, you know what I'm thinking already. Because you know me. Yes. Let's go ahead and move this up. Let's just go ahead and move this up. Just stick with me here for a second. I believe because it's a group, we have to explode it. Everything. We want at least these posts to be exploded. So I can click on the bottom of the post, and I can pull it down. Now, how much should I pull it down? We want to be consistent. So pull down, let go, type in... let's go 3 inches. 3 inches, enter. And let's do that for all the posts. Okay, so the post is in the air. We are going to come around to the bottom of each post. Make sure we can select it. If not, we have to explode it. Make sure you can select just the bottom. And we're going to pull that down 3 inches, enter. We're going to do this right, people. We're going to do it right. We're going to go over. I wonder what that black... Whoa, okay. Happens to me too. That black line. I just noticed I've got a black line. You may not, but I've got this black line right there at the bottom. I may have been... Wow, it doesn't let me zoom in. There, that black line, if I can get on it, does not belong. I don't know what that is. Weird. Maybe because it's I need to explode it more. Explode. Yeah, there we go. I'm not sure what that line is. I'm going to delete it. I ended up with a line. That's just me. All right, we're going to keep pulling these down 3 inches. Everyone. So the reason we're doing this is because I didn't think this through. So this is different than I normally do. Normally I perfect my tutorials before. It doesn't like me to get in much closer than that, and then it goes funny on mine. So I'm just going to do my best. But literally I am creating this tutorial on the fly. Wasn't even thinking about doing a fence until I sat down at the computer. Oh, there's that black line on this one too. So I'm just cleaning up stuff. You may find some things. Oh, I'm not sure what that did. You may find some lines, some parts to your design. I need to explode that. You know, that don't belong. And it's a good idea to clean it up when you can. All right, so we need to go. Where am I exactly? Let's see. I did those, and this one I need to. Probably need to explode it. So, nope, that one looks good. So I can push pull it down, type in 3 inches, enter, and I'm doing shift mouse wheel. Oh, and there's that line again. I do think that's part of the ground or something, but we're going to clean it up because we don't need it. Let's explode it again. You want to absolutely know what you're deleting, or it'll delete more than you want it to delete. Okay, so I apologize that I'm sometimes going backwards, 1 step forward, 2 steps back, but the process of me doing this, I called it live in class. I'm not doing this live, but I'm doing it like on the fly is the word. I am doing this type of fence for the first time. So yeah, I haven't designed this accurate of a fence before. So I know how to do it. I know all the skills. I just haven't used it for this purpose. And maybe that's one reason I'm so excited, because this is fun and it's something new for me as well. I love to try new things with technology. There we go. We should be able to click that. We should be able to pull that down. And like I said, we're going to be happy that we did this. I'm going to be happy that we did this. You may not care. But like I said, if we're going to go this far into detail, I would like to do it for real. And let's explode that. Make sure it's just the blue line. You may not have this line. So I said that before, but you probably don't have that line, but you might. So we're going to pull these posts down. All you need to do is pull these posts down 3 inches each. Oh, that one didn't end up with color. Probably need to paint that because it may be visible. I think I used this for the posts. Yes, sir, I did. Let's go all the way around. Oh, I'm below ground. Help, help. Okay. Looks like that side had color. I have 1 post left. That's it. Yay! And no back lines, I don't think. We're going to try to get under this if we can. Yes, the view sometimes is a little frustrating. All right, here we go. I just need to reach this and pull it down 3 inches. Boink, 3 inches. All right, people. We are so close. We are so close. This is going to look great. So, again, we want to get where we can see the whole fence. This is not grouped anymore, so I'm going to hope that I can select just the fence and nothing else. Sometimes it lets me, sometimes it selects a line. See that line right there on the grass? It did. So I don't want that to be part of that. So I should have moved the fence further away. Honestly, that's what I should have done. I'm going to try to get underneath right here where it selects everything except for... Oh, I'm not getting the whole thing, though. My angle is weird. No, that's not going to work. So, mistake I made was I didn't put the fence far enough away. I should have known better. I don't want it to select any of the grass, but I guess I can always put that stuff back. So let's... I don't think I need to group it right now. But if I move everything down, it's going to move these lines down as well. But let's give it a shot. Let's zoom in, go to the move tool, grab that corner again. Nope. It's going to move that grass. It doesn't like that. We can't do it that way. Okay. If I can get that view, yes. Now I'm going to group it. I'm not going to mess around with it now. I'm going to group it. And now I should be able to zoom in, move that corner to that corner. And we have a pretty good gap. 3 inches is not enough for a dog to get under. It maybe is a little high, but it allows for the grass to grow. And there's some, and the fence won't be getting soaked by the grass It's okay. I'm not gonna critique that too much. I would think maybe 2 inches would be better, but let's move on, Mr. Johns. Let's do it. But that is a nice looking fence. Okay, cool. Fence done. Fence done. Sidewalk done. Street done. Grass is done.